artist, James Kelly Fox, on SpiritCo1.com. Let's talk a little about the recording session. I'm always interested in that. What was that experience like?
Yeah, I've had experience in doing some records, but it's always been 100% in the studio. I've been to live recordings, but this is actually my first project with my name on it, and it was actually my first live recording. And I have to credit my engineer, Paris Hollins, 100%, man, because he guided me through it and held my hand. A lot of it was natural that I already knew how to do, but it was a very tiresome project, and took a long time to plan and to prepare for it, versus I probably, if it would have been a studio project, could have got it done in 2 to 3 months. But this was something that we started planning over a year in advance, as well as rehearsing for.
So where was it recorded?
We recorded right here in the D.C. area at a local high school auditorium, Eleanor Roosevelt High School in Greenbelt. They opened up their doors and allowed me to use the auditorium there, actually, because my church has service there every Sunday. So, with a little connection and everything, we were able to work out getting that venue.
The D.C. community is really supportive of gospel music. What was the response to the community upon the release of your album?
It's been pretty good. Actually, a lot of the local churches have received it, and we did get invited to some malls in the area to minister during the Christmas season. And the main thing I just want to let listeners know is my project is the epitome of don't judge a book by its cover. And that's basically because it's packaged like a Christmas CD, but these songs can minister and still be played and bless you all year long. And I like to compare the project to Kirk Franklin's Christmas album, because a lot of those songs, one in particular, Now Behold the Lamb, although that was actually his Christmas project, there's still songs on that CD that still play throughout the year that can minister at any time. So don't lock the project into just being a quote-unquote Christmas CD.
Well, James, you just answered my next question, because I was about to ask you, is it strictly a Christmas CD? But evidently it's not. And how many tracks on the album?
Actually, it's 10, and I'm glad you asked that question, because actually the single that's out right now is the bonus track, and that's called An Hour. And that song is actually based on Easter, or the Easter season, and it's talking about, just a story where the disciples did not pray for an hour with Jesus before he was arrested, and Jesus just asked them, tarry here with me for an hour and pray with me, during that time. And that's basically what that bonus song is about, and that's the single that's out right now.
So tell me, how can listeners get a copy of the CD?
Oh, well, it's available for download on most all of your download sites, iTunes, Amazon Music, Rhapsody, Vcast, Napster, but you can actually get a physical CD from Amazon, or you can go to CD Baby.
How do you feel that the gospel music business is progressing? You think it's moving in the right direction, or what?
I honestly, as far as moving, to be honest, I'm kind of feeling like it's kind of slowed down and become a little stagnant with so many different genres of gospel music now. It's still moving in the right direction. I don't think or anything is negative at all, especially when you're definitely doing it under the anointing of God, and you're really following the vision that he gave you. But I think just from a choral perspective, like I said, a lot of the artists who you look for, they're still coming out with excellent projects, but they're just not as frequent as possible, and I don't know if that's because of how, signed artists are with record labels. That's why, right now I actually feel blessed that I'm my own boss and able to do things when I want to do them and how I want to do them, but I'm just to still keep that choral music coming.